Assumptions kill. Those were the two words that my mentor told me when I assumed that for a specific project, that's what the client wanted. And I just had an ego trigger that I felt like I knew what he wanted. And when I actually went in there and I saw it for myself, it was completely different. So if you want to be successful, there's no room for ego. It took me a while to understand this, but once you do, that's one of the biggest steps towards the success in anything that you want to do in life. Because before that, it was affecting me in many ways that I never would have imagined. It was affecting me in my relationship. It was affecting me in the business. It was affecting me with anyone that I was dealing with my life, because it's such a interesting mechanism that as soon as somebody wants to tell you something, the human nature is more likely to just kind of get triggered and switch to a defensive mechanism instead of just actually stopping and absorbing. Because at the end of the day, you gotta be real with yourself. Like, you don't know everything, and there's no shame of admitting when you don't know stuff. One thing that really changed was when I was getting triggered so many times into different things, I just started realizing that this was just kind of harming me, and I hated the feeling of feeling, just triggered and just getting in that defensive mode. So for once, I decided to just kind of let go of these things, let my guard down, and listen to my mentors, listen to the person talking to me, listen to also the your partner in the relationship, and just kind of absorb. Because at the end of the day, it's never personal, it's just to overall improve. If someone is giving you a critique or a feedback or anything, it's never personal. It's more to just kind of tell you, hey, this is how it is, and it needs to be adjusted, or let's take a look at this, etc. By doing that, I turn that into my own benefit, because why not take that feedback and improve? Because then next time you will just open more possibilities for yourself, and you're going to know what to do in certain situations. That has helped me to learn a lot more things when it comes to business, and just overall be more understanding with the people that I talk, especially with your partner in the relationship. Because as humans, we're never the same. Like, you can learn from everyone. I remember my mentor, even though he was making a lot of money with his business, if somebody would have to give him feedback, he would stop and listen. I remember we had like a junior that we just onboarded. Even though he was the CEO, he kind of brought himself down, and he was listening to what the junior had to say, giving feedback for the system or whatever things were running. And we actually took the piece of advice that he gave and we implemented it. Because why not use that and benefit from it, and just overall learn and grow as a person? Because if you are improving, then the people around you are improving. But even if they don't improve, at least you are leveling yourself up, so then you get exposed to more opportunities and overall grow and just expand your knowledge further. And the more I started understanding this, the more I started to just kind of progress in life. My relationship got healthier. The way I was doing stuff with my coworkers and just overall people became much more healthier and more constructive, and just we were improving much faster, because you don't have the ego anymore as a barrier to stop you. If somebody's telling you something and you immediately get triggered, you're just kind of immediately blocking the next step for the both parties to just kind of move forward and figure it out and just continue building and growing. But if you remove that barrier, then you're immediately continuing with the flow and moving to the next step. In order for you to become a successful person, there's no room for ego. That's something that I had to learn, and sometimes I learned it in the hard way. I remember when I was being stubborn about certain things, and the CEO actually took my ego and he put it all the way in the ground in front of everybody that was in the meeting. And that was one of the main things that helped me improve and just kind of overall have a bit more self-reflection. You need to be more self-aware of these things, absorb more, listen more to people, because you will learn and you will improve to become a better person, and more opportunities are gonna be presented to you. And by listening more to people, by showing that you are a constructive person, people will want to work more with you. And if you don't know something, it's okay, just admit it. I don't know why people have such a really hard time to admit when they don't know something. Nobody's gonna think less of you Just admit when you don't know something and use that as your benefit to just learn from it. Sometimes if I don't know something, I don't care anymore whether it is a stupid question, etc. I am gonna ask because it's in my benefit to store that into my brain and benefit myself later down the line, help somebody, implement it into the business, do anything possible to just kind of keep growing and progressing. So it's completely fine. You don't know something, admit it, ask a question, ask constant questions so you keep on learning and benefit yourself and the people around you. And also, most of the time, people just want to be listened because everyone just wants to kind of express. And when you are validating what they have to say, immediately you're earning their respect. So later down the line, when you need them, they're more likely to help you out in certain things instead of someone that knows that you don't listen and you get immediately triggered if somebody wants to tell you something, or sometimes somebody wants to just kind of point out that maybe we can fix this, maybe we can improve this, or a certain way that you might have been doing it's wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Just admit it, ask questions, feel free to accept people's help or the criticism. It's fine. It's in everybody's benefits, mainly your benefit. So yeah, hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.